1923. Season 2. Episode 6 brought a wave of major character deaths, setting the final chess pieces in place for the season's climactic end. Tension peaks as Spencer Dutton's long journey nears its end. His train to Montana awaited by Jacob, Sheriff McDowell, and Banner Creighton's men. What follows promises even more bloodshed. The Duttons have been battling a brutal winter, teetering on the brink of war. Spencer races back to Montana, desperate to save his family, while Alexandra, now pregnant, fights her own painful path to reunite with him. Both are driven by love, hope, and survival. As Episode 7 begins, the calm before the storm settles. The inevitable conflict looms large. After the harrowing trail of bodies Tiana leaves behind, the law finally catches up. Though the warrant demands she be brought in for questioning, there's a shared understanding between the lawmen that the true culprits are the men behind the system. A moment of mercy seems near, until Tiana opens fire in panic. After a tense chase, she is captured. She reveals the horrors she endured and defends her actions as a result of years of abuse, trauma, and injustice. At Livingston Station, Banner arrives and chooses to flee. Whitfield's torment of innocent women proves too much, even for him. Despite his refusal to act, Jacob holds Banner accountable, reminding him of the consequences he set in motion. In a brief truce, Jacob allows Banner's wife and child safe passage, but the underlying threat remains. The ranch is about to face its greatest test. That test arrives swiftly as Banner's men storm the ridge. Gunfire rains down as defenders scramble to protect the land. Kara, rifle in hand, stands at the forefront of the defense. Meanwhile, Alexandra is still trapped in her freezing tomb of a car. She gathers whatever materials she can, clothing, newspapers, a lighter. Desperate to survive. The cold is unbearable, but hope sparks when a train appears on the horizon. It's Spencer's train. He sees her and jumps off, running to her side. After a brief but emotional reunion, Spencer carries her onto the train. But the situation is dire. Alexandra is frostbitten and fading. The doctor warns they must keep going to Bozeman, where medical help awaits. Back at Livingston Station, chaos erupts. As violence breaks out, Spencer helps Banner's family board safely. But he doesn't hesitate to defend Jacob and the others, firing back against his own enemies. Banner's family heads for Portland under Jacob's protection. Spencer's presence is now critical at the ranch. As the train pulls out, Jacob, wounded, remains behind with Alexandra. Together, they make it to the hospital. Spencer, meanwhile, gathers the remaining forces and returns to Yellowstone, armed and ready. Night falls. Whitfield's men seize the cover of darkness and launch their attack. They come in overwhelming numbers, firebombing the property with Molotovs. The defenders struggle but manage to keep the blaze from consuming everything. Elizabeth steps up to help, and just when things seem bleakest, Spencer returns. He arrives like a force of nature, armed with dual pistols and heavy ammunition. He storms through the building, eliminating every attacker in his path. The cost is high, Jack is lost, but the battle isn't over. The true enemy remains. At the hospital, Alexandra gives birth. Her condition worsens. Frostbite has ravaged her limbs. The doctors recommend amputation, but she refuses. She'd rather die than raise a child mutilated and broken. She names the baby John, after Spencer's brother, and clings to life a little longer. Spencer and Kara arrive, but it's too late. Alexandra dies, cradled in Spencer's arms as he holds their newborn son. Heartbreak lingers, but the child survives. Fueled by rage, Spencer heads to Whitfield's estate. He finds Lindy first and ends him without mercy. Whitfield is next, forced to say Alexandra's name before being executed. Spencer reduces the estate to rubble. Tiana stands trial but with no witnesses, is cleared. Given a horse, she rides off into the unknown, searching for a place where she truly belongs. With Whitfield gone and the ranch secure, Elizabeth chooses to leave. Jacob, now older and weary, speaks with Spencer but decides not to continue riding. He bids farewell to Kara and dedicates himself to raising Spencer's child. Alexandra is remembered as a shooting star. Brief, brilliant, unforgettable. Spencer never marries again, though he has another son thanks to a widow's kindness. Alexandra's memory remains untouched, the only woman he ever truly loved. The story ends not with vengeance, but reunion. When Spencer finally dies, he is reunited with Alexandra, together forever, just as they always hoped.